Hello everyone, and welcome to my corner of the internet. During my time making art, I've spent a lot of time looking for stock photos. Stock photos are my absolute favorite to use for reference, primarily because many of them are free to use, and if you're drawing based off of stock photos, you'll never be accused of tracing someone else's work. I also find that my drawings actually turn out better when I use a real photo for reference, rather than another drawing, like the references that you see on Pinterest, especially because my style tends to be a little more realistic rather than exaggerated and cartoony. My three favorite sites to find royalty-free stock photos are Pexels, Unsplash, and Pixabay. I owe so much to these sites because they're always the first place I go when I need a reference, and I actually have entire systems of folders of saved photos from these sites that I might use someday for references. But when you spend a lot of time sifting through stock photos, you'll find that you run into quite a few, weird ones. Some of these photos were just a little too strange to ignore, so a couple months ago, I started compiling a collection of weird stock photos, and today I'm going to share some of them with you. Now, I'm definitely not trying to say that these photos are bad or anything. In fact, I'm sure that some of them are very good from an artistic perspective, and I do realize that photography is a form of artistic expression. Obviously, these photos weren't only taken with the intention of helping me with my own artistic expression, and some of them are actually labeled as surreal, and even the ones that weren't, again, were probably intended to be unusual or communicate something. And if you're a photographer, I can see how you'd probably get really bored of only taking pictures of everyday objects and want to take photos of things that you don't see every day. So starting off with this one, it appears to be some milk being dropped from an almost empty measuring cup onto blue pancakes. According to the caption on the photo, these are mint pancakes, which actually sounds like it could be pretty good, but I'm not sure why you would put milk on your pancakes. If anybody does that, if that's a thing and I'm not aware of it, please let me know in the comment section, but that does seem a little weird. It seems like that would just make the pancakes really soggy. This was pretty much my plan for 2021 as well. Now this photo I came across while looking for reference photos of lemon slices, and the photo does contain lemon slices. However, the whole composition is just a little odd to me. First of all, the idea of eating just a lemon and lemon slices is kind of strange because lemons do not taste very good by themselves. Trust me, I know. I also wouldn't understand why you would be eating lemon slices with a knife and fork. I also don't understand why this person appears to be hiding under the table. This is also sort of a strange composition. This little dog is sitting at a table with a plate of eggs. Now, this is a photo that I did find multiple websites using, and most of those websites were talking about dogs that are picky eaters. So that does make sense how this photo could be useful for that purpose. But I thought it was kind of a funny one. I have, in my time looking for stock photo references, tried to find a lot of reference photos of people hugging or kissing because that's very hard to draw. But this one really caught my attention because it looks like this lady is kissing a statue, which is just a little strange, and I hope she's not in a museum because she's going to get kicked out if she is. This next photo looks pretty normal when you first see it. It just looks like a lady drinking milk, but then if you look at it for a little bit longer, you'll notice that the glass of milk that she's holding is absolutely huge. There's got to be a whole gallon of milk in there. I don't even know where you would buy a cup that big. So she must really, really like milk. This photo, I think I also found while looking for my reference photos of lemon slices, and it was a little disturbing to me just because this lady appears to be completely covered in plastic wrap, and it kind of looks like she's going to suffocate. I also don't know why there are oranges in front of her. I don't really know what that has to do with anything. Luckily, in the next photo, which looks like it was taken at the same time, you can see that there actually is a hole that she was going to be able to breathe through, but still. This next photo is another photo that looks like a completely normal one. When you first look at it, it just looks like somebody holding a cell phone. However, if you look at it for a little longer, you'll see that this cell phone appears to be charging and plugged into this person's wrist. I don't know if this is some kind of new invention that they're working on where you're, able to charge your cell phone with your blood or something, but it does look a little disturbing. This next photo was also found on my foray into the lemon slices tag, and it appears to be a hand reaching out of a hole in the table or the ground or something, grabbing onto a lemon. I just don't really know what to say about this. I feel like this is familiar. The mask that this man is wearing does look familiar to me. I don't know, is this a meme thing or something? I'm probably completely clueless. I am very much out of the loop when it comes to pop culture, but it's just a weird photo because not only is this guy wearing a mask, he's also holding a newspaper that is on fire and burning. He doesn't seem concerned about it, though. This next photo looks like it's a neon sign outside of some establishment that says, "No drugs or nuclear weapons allowed inside." What a shame. I was planning to bring my long-range ballistic missile in. I guess I'll just have to leave it outside. This next photo is bananas that are painted blue on a yellow background. Just blue bananas. This next photo appears to be of someone with flowers growing out of their mouth. Or maybe they're just holding the flowers in their teeth. Either way, it's still a pretty weird photo. There's just no way to make this normal. And this appears to be two women in the desert somewhere. And they have broken televisions with them. There's also this photo, which appears to be them breaking one of the televisions. I mean, these televisions do seem a little outdated, but still, I wouldn't smash them up like that. And another odd photo, this appears to be two arms. I'm not really sure what's up with this picture or what you would use that for. I mean, if anybody can think of a situation where this picture would be useful, I'd be interested to know. This next picture is not so much weird as it is nerve-wracking. It looks like a bunch of books and then also a glass of some sort of drink, maybe like an iced coffee, sitting on top of one of the books. And the glass looks really full. That makes me so nervous because if I did that, I guarantee you, I would spill that glass and I would just ruin all the books. This was a picture that I just thought was kind of funny. It appears to be somebody handing off a zucchini to somebody else, and it's just like a close-up shot of their hands. But then if you look at the hands, it actually looks like it might be the same person because if you look at the jewelry, the rings and the bracelets actually look the same. So I don't know if this was edited maybe, or if it's just two people who were wearing matching jewelry. This next photo is on here because I cannot for the life of me figure out what it is that this person is holding. I originally thought that it was some kind of bread. According to the caption, it's a heart-shaped stone, but at least from the angle at which it's being shown, it doesn't look heart-shaped. If anyone has a better explanation for me of what this is, I would really like to hear it. This next photo appears to be of a person's hand, and then there are two other hands that are pouring small containers of some kind of like thick syrupy liquids onto the first person's hand. I don't know what these liquids are. Maybe the darker liquid could be molasses or something like that, and maybe the lighter liquid is, I'm honestly not sure, and I don't really know what this photo would be used for. A while back, I was looking for a very, very specific image, and I wanted to find an image of somebody using a can of pepper spray. So I went to every royalty-free stock photo website I knew of, and I searched up pepper spray or person using pepper spray, and I could not really find any images of that. When I went to Pixabay, I looked at pepper spray, and this was the first thing that came up. And it is indeed a pepper being sprayed. So this photo appears to be of a woman pulling a some kind of money out of a plate of, looks like red gelatin. At first I thought that maybe this was supposed to be some kind of like a political commentary or something, or I don't know if this represents something or if this is a tradition somewhere. I'd be really interested to know. I can't quite tell what type of money that is or where it's from. It's not a US dollar, which is really the only money that I'm familiar with. I think that it might be a euro, but I could be wrong. Overall, I do think this is a really interesting picture. So that concludes my little collection of weird stock photos. This video was a little different from my typical styles, but if you enjoyed it and would like to see similar ones, please give it a like or leave a comment. I do have a lot more pictures in my stock photo collection, and I would be happy to share them. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.